World War II marked an era of rapid innovation in warfare, and tanks became one of the most iconic symbols of the conflict. From the vast Russian steppes to the deserts of North Africa, tanks shaped the strategies and outcomes of battles on almost every front. Today, we'll dive into some fascinating facts about World War II tanks, their evolution, unique designs, and the role they played in turning the tide of the war. Let's explore what made these armored giants so formidable and enduring in military history. The Soviet T-34, a game-changer. The Soviet T-34 tank is often called one of the best tanks of World War II. Designed for simplicity and mass production, it featured sloped armor that deflected enemy shells and the powerful 76mm gun, capable of penetrating most German tanks of the time. The T-34's ability to operate in harsh conditions made it a formidable opponent on the Eastern Front, where thousands rolled off assembly lines and helped turn the tide against Nazi Germany. Its balance of mobility, firepower, and armor made it an engineering marvel that inspired post-war tank designs worldwide. The German Tiger tank. Fearsome but flawed, the German Tiger tank was legendary for its powerful 88mm gun and thick armor, making it nearly invincible in head-on encounters. The Tiger became a psychological weapon. Even Allied tank crews feared encountering one. However, this strength came at a cost. The Tiger was prone to mechanical failures, and its complex design made it difficult to repair. Additionally, its high production cost and long build time meant that relatively few were produced. While it had an intimidating reputation, these limitations made it less effective in the larger strategic picture. The M4 Sherman, America's workhorse. Nicknamed the workhorse of the Allied forces, the M4 Sherman was a reliable, easy-to-produce tank that played a crucial role on multiple fronts. Though it lacked the armor and firepower of German heavy tanks, the Sherman's greatest strength was its sheer numbers and mechanical reliability. With easy repairability and adaptability to various roles, the Sherman was fielded in massive numbers, overwhelming the German forces. From the beaches of Normandy to the Italian countryside, the Sherman's versatility and mass production became key to the Allies' success. The British Matilda II, the Queen of the Desert. During the North African campaign, the British Matilda II tank earned the nickname Queen of the Desert for its heavy armor and effectiveness against Italian and German forces. Its thick armor could withstand hits from most Axis anti-tank weapons of the time, giving it a major advantage in early desert battles. However, its slow speed and limited firepower eventually became a drawback as the Germans introduced more powerful anti-tank guns. Despite its limitations, the Matilda II was crucial in the early desert battles and a symbol of British resilience. Unlike Europe, Japan's military doctrine didn't prioritize tank warfare. The Type 95 Hogo was one of Japan's most common tanks, but it was lightly armored and underpowered compared to Allied tanks. Designed for the jungles of Southeast Asia, it performed well against lightly armed opponents, but was vulnerable to anti-tank weapons and even some small arms fire. The Hogo's limitations underscored Japan's strategic choice to focus on naval and air power, but it also highlighted how ill-prepared Japan's armored forces were for a head-on tank. The German Panther, a blend of power and agility. The German Panther tank, introduced in 1943, was designed to counter the Soviet T-34. It had sloped armor, like the T-34, and a powerful 75mm gun, capable of penetrating most Allied tanks. Combining agility with firepower, the Panther was one of the best medium tanks of the war, striking a balance between armor protection and maneuverability. However, the Panther had reliability issues, especially early on. Despite these setbacks, the Panther's design influenced tank development long after World War II, making it one of Germany's most important armored vehicles. Innovation and legacy. World War II tanks in post-war development. World War II's tank designs and battlefield experiences influenced armored vehicle development for decades to come. From the Soviet T-34, inspiring the T-54 series, to the Panther, influencing post-war tank technology in both NATO and Warsaw Pact forces. World War II tanks left a lasting legacy. Lessons learned on the battlefields of Europe, Africa, and Asia shaped modern tank tactics, engineering, and strategy. Tanks like the T-34 and Panther were more than war machines. They represented the rapid, technological innovation that transformed warfare in the 20th century. Tanks played a decisive role in World War II, shaping the outcome of battles and defining the strategies of the major powers. From the rugged T-34 to the intimidating Tiger, these armored giants became symbols of the nations that built them. Each design tells a story of innovation, resourcefulness, and the high stakes of wartime production. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of World War II tanks, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned as we explore more stories from the past that shaped our world today. Thank you for watching. Dive into our archives for more historical content, and don't forget to share your favorite World War II tank facts in the comments.